Alright, I'm back. Let's get back into it, shall we? Alright, so now this video, we're going into the final role quest, which is Magical DPS. Man, this is gonna take a lot longer than Endwalker when I have to, when everything's within 10 levels of me and there's one more role quest to do. It is what it is, I guess, but, well, hopefully the role quests will be as entertaining as these ones. For these ones, the most entertaining aspect about them is how they're all interrelated. They all kind of come together like puzzle pieces to form one big picture of the story of Artbert and his companions hundreds of years ago. It's really cool. So, anyway, let's get on with it. Magical DPS time. Probably gonna be the hardest one for me, I'll be honest, because I chose to major in Black Mage studies for some reason. Should have gone Red Mage or Summoner to make it brain dead easy for myself, but I lacked critical information back then. And I still haven't leveled up Summoner or Red Mage or whatever. Whichever one is supposedly easier. Alright, so here we go. Magical Range DPS role quest for Shadowbringers. Oh, again, I prefaced this on the other videos as well. Might contain spoilers. Oh, so far only the tank role quest did, but it was the first one we did, and I had no idea it was coming. The story might be... some of the dialogue might be, what's it called? Adapted to the fact that I've already finished Shadowbringers, so it might spoil a little bit of MSQ. The tank one did, so... I didn't know that would happen, because again, my first time through this, over 2 years ago, which is recorded, it's on YouTube, I finished all these before finishing Shadowbringers, so... it's a different context, I guess. Or not context, but, you know, different situation. The bounty hunter Serg reveals to you his plan to hunt down a Sin Eater by the name of Phronesis. That's a great fucking name. One of the 4 so-called cardinal virtues, born from the remains of the fallen warriors of light, and seeks a companion with whom to share the bounty. The matter becomes complicated, however, when you encounter a young boy with an as-yet unknown connection to your quarry. Well, here we are. This Catboy's awfully close, isn't he? Anyway. Alright, here we go. Where's Black Mage? Down here. Number 18. Boom, baby! Oh, hell yeah. I gotta see this. Ha ha ha! I love it. Anyway. Hollow Pursuits. What's up, Serg? Were you looking for a partner? Let me guess. You're standing in front of Serg, bounty hunter non-parial, because you've a mind to aid me in filling the dread Phronesis. Do I have the right of it, or do I have the right of it? You're a wise man. You have the right of it. Come on, what's this? Willing to throw caution to the wind and strike off to do battle with a nigh indomitable foe, eh? Well, I've got a feeling the two of us will get along just fine. Good to hear. Good to hear. Dylan! Basically. No, we don't know each other, but, you know. Allow me to elaborate. Phronesis isn't just your run-of-the-mill stray Sin Eater. He's one of the nastiest the realm has seen. Formed from the remains of one of those goddamned warriors of light. There are 4 of them, all told. Crawled up from the bowels of the deepest hell after being buried for nigh on a century. If the tales are true. People have come to call them the Cardinal Virtues. Before he was transformed into a Sin Eater, Phronesis was none other than Archmagus Nilebert, whose baleful magics were feared the realm over. Though it's only been a few short years since he first showed up in Amarane, he's already preyed on far too many innocents with his foul sorcery. Not keen on seeing their trade routes disrupted, the local merchants have placed a healthy bounty on his head. Of course, I'd like nothing more than to fell the fiend single-handed and claim the entire bounty for myself. Unfortunately, circumstances have dictated that I recruit a companion. That's where you come in. Provided that you can prove to me that you possess the rather, specialized set of skills that I require, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Not a bad offer, wouldn't you say? If you fancy yourself up to the task, come find me in Amarang. I mean to set off for there shortly. Fair enough. Which ones were they? I gotta look something up real quick. Nothing for right now, it's for tomorrow, but still. Oh shit, that was the wrong button. No, not those. Oh, I think it is the other picture. Jeez. Give me a second. Okay. Just planning ahead for what we're gonna do tomorrow, basically. Because once I'm done with this, I'm going to bed. Gonna be another 2 hours, and by then it'll be my bedtime, so. This is gonna be the hardest one of all, because obviously I haven't played Black Mage for as long as I haven't played Healer and, well, pretty much just Healer. But Black Mage is also not known to be easy. Not to play optimally anyway, but even just being half decent at it, it can be quite tough. But that's why I said all that stuff about maybe I, should have gone with Summoner or Red Mage back in the day, but I chose wrong. I didn't know. I lacked critical information, KEKW. So you came. It's good to see someone who isn't all talk. As fortune would have it, another Sin Eater, a far less imposing specimen than Phronesis, of course, has been sighted just to the west of here. Prove to me you have the skill to back up your words and we'll talk further. They all put you through the same test, don't they? At least this guy seems to be more, down-to-earth, like Ranson. The last two peeps we've, hung out with, I guess, have been, quite the characters. A little eccentric, to say the least. Giot and Lurik. The Sin Eater isn't far from here. I can feel it. Track it down and let's see what you're capable of. Alright, here we go. Time to not know what I'm doing. I set this up first. Trying to remember there. You did that, and then you started with this, I believe. And then you switch to Fire 3. But you have to do it within a certain time frame, of course. I didn't. Let's see, let's do this. And then use Fire 3. Okay, yeah. Before the timer runs out. It's slowly coming back to me. It'll take a hell of a lot more practice than that, though. Good show, friend. I wasn't sure what to expect from you, but seeing you in battle has left me with little doubt. Seems I found myself a formidable ally. And so I'll extend the offer in earnest. Help me hunt down Phronesis and we'll split the bounty down the middle. Well, what do you say? That's the spirit. Now there's more you should know before we proceed. Come with me to Mord Sook, my base of operations, and I'll fill you in on the details. I think you start with Blizzard 3. This was optional, I think. Then you use lightning, and then you use fire 3. What the hell is that? Level 90 stuff I'm completely unfamiliar with, I'm guessing. So what happens when you level up unfamiliar classes using frontlines. That's what I did. For anyone wondering how the hell I got it to level 90 without knowing how it works, frontlines. Once a day. That's pretty much what I did. Gotta love it, right? You don't even have to play as the class you queue up for, I found out, so that made it way easier. I just queued up as Black Mage and then switched to a class I actually knew how to play and then dicked around, because I don't take PvP seriously, obviously. Why would I? I don't care for it. And then, yeah. Just leveled up Black Mage just like that. All the way to 90. Welcome to Mordsuk, friend. As you can see, it's a bustling trading post frequented by merchants from across the realm. At least it was, before Phronesis showed up and started preying on unwitting travelers. Hence the bounty, you see. The lucrative reward has attracted the attention of one capable bounty hunter after the next, yet the fiend still roams free. You can probably imagine why. Those few who have seen Phronesis and returned to tell the tale speak of the great horrors they witnessed. Cavernous black hole materializing out of thin air, swallowing everything around them into the abyss. Damn. People have taken to calling them the Hollows. Rumor has it that one barely has time to lay eyes on Phronesis before he summons forth the Hollows, which proceed to consume everything in sight. And I do mean everything. Just the other day, an entire caravan was devoured by the Hollows, leaving only nothingness behind. Mages have postulated that these holes are literally tears in the fabric of our reality, gateways to other worlds, to put it another way. At any rate, suffice to say that the next man to come back from the void will be the first. Shit. And yet there's something odd about it all. Witnesses say that Phronesis doesn't seem to go out of his way to prey on people or settlements. He simply shambles across the waste, summoning hollows one after the next, and the destruction follows as a matter of course. Needless to say, drawing too near to the fiend is tantamount to suicide. Even attacks from afar have been all but futile, as Phronesis simply summons the hollows to consume every incoming arrow. With every conceivable means of attack foiled, even the most savvy bounty hunters have all but thrown up their hands, even though the bounty now stands at some 9 or 10-fold the original amount. Jesus. I'm of a different mind, however. The way I see it, if only there were a way to neutralize the hollows, we'd more than stand a chance against Phronesis himself. This is why I require your services. Your easy triumph over the Sin Eaters spoke clear. You're a mage of no common skill. You can say that again. Not in a good way, though. If anyone has the arcane knowledge and aptitude to help me figure out a way to defend against the hollows, it's you. Don't worry, I fully intend to shoulder my share of the burden. And so I plan to gather all the information we need before asking you to put yourself in harm's way. And with that, I'd best get to work. Once I've formulated a proper plan of attack, we'll talk again. Until then, I suggest you continue to hone your casting skills. The battle that awaits us will not be an easy one. Sound advice that I should take, but I won't. Because we gotta get going. On to the next one. A voice from the void. Ah, there you are, and your timing couldn't be better. As luck would have it, a little bird told me that Phronesis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. Don't you worry, I have no intention of rushing in like a fool. My plan is to shadow the Sin Eater from afar, and we might observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. Excuse me. To that end... One more time. To that end, I procured this mannequin here from a merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarium. By setting it on Phronesis' trail, I mean to gauge just how wide of a berth we must keep from the fiend so as not to be sucked up into the void. Okay. Shed no tears for the little fellow, friend. His sacrifice will be the key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's not quite in the best state of repair. Try to lend me a hand in procuring what we need to get him back on his feet. Will do. You're a lifesaver, friend. I just spotted nasty-looking sand-skinned Sibyli, or whatever, Sibili, lurking about to the east of here, and I do believe one of their tendons should serve well to put some spring back into little fellow's step. Snag one for me and I'll see to the repairs. A pendant from one of those civilly prowling about just east of here should be just what our little friend here needs. Got it. Alright, sir. Gentlemen. Ladies. I saw the guy in the back, don't worry. That was gentlemen plural, because I saw the Rogadin back there. I could actually, the stance means it was probably a Hrothgar actually, but since he had the hood on, I assume Rogadin, because I don't think Hrothgars can wear too many hats, if any. I don't know. Maybe they can wear that hood now. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't even either of those and I just was seeing shit. Anyway. Oh. Paradox? What the fuck is that? I'll take it. No, not that one. Actually, yeah. There's another one I should be using. Which one was it? Whoa! What the hell just happened? You can tell I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. You're supposed to gather the 3 crystals using Blizzard 3. And then... This might be a good idea. I haven't had to do this with the other ones, but... Settings? Wait, no. I need to see the names. That's Fire 4. I remember Xenoclassy. Foul. Yeah, you get the procs with those diamonds there. Flare, when you're about to run out of MP, before you lose your 15 seconds of... Right. There's also a chance they might have really drastically changed how this class works in general. I don't think so though, but they might have. From the last time I played it, when Shadowbringers was the latest expansion. But it's more likely it's just the level 90 stuff is throwing me off. They're all still here! Well, now I can check. That is a Hrothgar. I didn't know they could wear that. Gentlemen? Ladies? Ladies? Gentlemen? Any luck finding that pendant? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost me an arm and a leg, but hey, if it helps us claim that bounty in the end, it'll be more than worth it. Oh, I got it. A Sibyllus tendon. The sinewy, stretchy tendon of a sandskin Sibyllus. Ugh. Perfect! Yes, I reckon this is durable and elastic enough to replace the mannequin's snapped drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started right away. Or straight away. Right on. In the meantime, why don't you scout us out a suitable lookout point? Phronesis was last sighted just southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground out of sight from the main thoroughfare. Okay. I suppose I could look up a picture really quick of, like, the level 90 rotation for a Black Mage, but I guarantee you it probably won't help that much. Well, sometimes it helps more than one might think, even if you don't understand the inner workings of the class, but still, without understanding the inner workings of the class, it still will only get you so far. So, hello there, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back in tip-top shape. Yeah, I see that. It's taken straight out of FF14. Where else did they appear here, though? In FF14? I can't remember. That exact same... It's the exact same model as those enemies from 13, though. And since it appears you found us the perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while. Okay. Sure thing. Well, I'll be. There's the bastard. See him? Look closely now and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own two eyes. No, we mustn't send out the mannequin too soon. If Phoenicia sees it, he may very well blast it to bits before it has a chance to investigate the hollows. A Sin Eater. Something aspected to light ether. Summoning portals to the void. Complete darkness. There's irony in that, of course. I like it. And there he goes. I'll send the mannequin in to trail him. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. There he goes. Up. And off to the void it goes. Just as I expected. Gone without a trace. Shed no tears for our little friend. Through his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now it's our turn. Let's edge a bit closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation to a dark, shadowy abyss. The opposite of this place? Yeah. It's as if a shadowy whirlwind rages inside, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my day, but this sends a shiver up the spine. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Fuck was that? Why the pale face, friend? You look as if you've seen a ghost. I heard one, that's for sure. A voice, you say? From inside the hollow? But that's impossible! Is anyone out there? Please, help me. Help me get out of here! Over here! Hope you can hear me. Was that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can hear me, please! You must help me! I can't see anything. No road, no trees. Not even an ether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? This voice. What in the God's name is it saying? It wants to get out. The voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost inside with no ether current to follow? Sounds like he's adrift in the flow, not unlike what would happen if an aetherite to which one was teleporting was destroyed in mid-journey. That's fucking scary. So it's basically like what happened to Y'shtola when putting herself in the life stream, basically. Well, kind of. That's a little different, actually. Slightly different. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually... The life stream is a separate thing. Kind of, yeah. Anyway. Wait a minute. What if there was some way you could channel your ether into the void? Might that not allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Of course, not that I know how we'd go about that. Well, I just so happen to, You reckon you could do just that? I won't even think of asking how. Do your damnedest! Leave it to me, buddy. I have practice with this sort of thing. Wicked White! I knew you were no ordinary sinner, but even still you find ways to surprise me. There he is! Whoa! Where am I? Emaciated child. He's starving. He's out cold. Well, I'll be damned. There was a child inside. Our little expedition has left us with more questions than answers, eh? But for now, this boy needs our care. Let us carry him back to Mordsuk and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Right. Only one remains now. The boy's resting now. He is weak, but not wounded. At least as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? There is much we must ask him when he awakes. On another subject... this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked after a child before? As a matter of fact, actually, yeah. You don't say. In that case, he's all yours. Oh, hell no. I'm jesting, friend. I can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not, I'll manage somehow. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale after all. Methinks I'll go hunting for some meat. No. Perhaps I should take him to a physician first? After all, he may be suffering from some ailment inscrutable to the eye. Or maybe I should... Damn it all! I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Yeah, well, I'm not really either, I gotta say. I mean, I've had to do it before, but... that doesn't mean I'm cut out for it either. Echoes of the past. Ah, there you are. You'll be happy to know that the boy is awake, and seems to be no worse for the wear. Physically speaking, at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from, or just how he managed to get swallowed up into the void. Shit. In fact, other than his own name, Tainer, he can't remember much of anything at all. He seems a good lad, mind you. Eats my half-assed cooking with a smile and nary a word of complaint. Yet I reckon he's hurting inside, and badly. We must reunite him with his parents with all due speed. Okay. I suggested that he go for a stroll around Mordsuk, in the hopes that the sights might help to jog his memories. He can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? Okay. Where are we going? Oh, right over there? Okay. The lady. I realize this is something of a detour, but we simply can't leave a poor amnesic orphan to fend for himself now, can we? Let's find the boy a safe home as soon as we can. A safe home as soon as we can. Alright, gentlemen. Well, gentleman and boy, I guess. Do not tell me. You were the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel from you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the ether. Yeah, it was me. Well, I'll be damned. The boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, Tainer here seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Perhaps I do, and yet cannot say. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of who I am or where I am from. Or where I came from. Only the darkness. No need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of what you felt when you were adrift in the void? That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is what roused me from my slumber. The hollows truly are a gate between worlds. That would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another. Or from another to ours. That's not possible. Or is it? You'd be surprised. I mean, it's kind of how I got here, almost. A little bit. You know something I don't, friend? Worry not, I won't pry for details. It's probably better that you don't. Ah, well. No sense racking our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do. Namely, finding the boy here at home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. Yeah, basically, the way I rescued Tainer here is the way the Exarch got all of us here. From the source. In a way, it's basically the same thing. You truly do that? For me? But the two of you have already saved my life. Couldn't possibly burden you any further. He called his soul to us from the void. The way the Exarch called the rest of us. Ha! It's no burden at all. Besides, if we can figure out just who you are, and where you came from, it just might lead us to the answers we seek. Now let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in this world with not a soul to care for or look after you. And yet, this seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you are truly as skilled in magic as they say, then it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. Who this master of yours is, and whether you are of their blood or simply received their tutelage, this I cannot say. But either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you. If that truly is so, I would very much like to meet this person too. Well, leave it to us, buddy. We'll help you find him. That settles it then. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Mordsuk and the Crystarian. Unfortunately, there have been no reports of missing persons matching Tainer's description. Which means that we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know of a merchant in town whose travels often take him far afield. Let us have a talk with him and see if he's heard any helpful rumors. Alright. Sounds good to me. The two of you are far too kind. I cannot thank you enough. Don't worry about it, little buddy. Third? Impressive how Tainer's managed to keep himself together, eh? The boy's mature beyond his years, no doubt. Kind of is, yeah, he gives off that vibe, for sure. Savvy merchant? Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Funny that you ask. It's a long shot, I reckon, but I overheard something the other day that might be of use. Wow, well this proved to be more fruitful than we all thought. On my way to Mordsuk, I stopped over at the inn at Journey's Head. There I met an ailing mage. Uh-oh. Fucking hell. As the carers told it, he'd been ambushed by a sin-eater and was separated from his child in the battle. Bloody hells. Could it be? If the sin-eater that attacked the poor man was Phronesis, that would explain everything. This man you speak of, he could be my father? We must go to him at once. Agreed. I only hope that the man is... No. There's no point in presuming the worst. Let us make for the inn and see what the carers there can tell us. The man was in rough shape, I fear. For the child's sake, I hope he's doing better than when I last saw him. Well, I guess we'll see. Still holding on to that Xenoplasty. Oh there! I hear there's a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is him. Right here. Oh shit. What? So it wasn't my father after all? This boy with you. He too has been separated from his family? Again. What the hell? Just so. We heard that a man here was looking for his son and we just hoped. Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Might I ask around and see if any of the others are my family? But of course. Yet many of the people here are quite ill and in many cases in considerable pain. It is not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed, it's not. Guess that means either myself or Leon here should accompany him. I'll go with him. The walk might help me, take my mind off things. Not a bad idea if the lad doesn't mind. I reckon Tainer would rather be with someone of his own age. Take his mind off things? Speaking of which, how is the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He is a man no longer. Shit. It's like Tesleen then. The child insisted upon staying by his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though part of me regrets the choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. Seeing someone in their family, like, especially one of their parents, just turn like that. It was some small solace to learn that he has living relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Tainer as well. Don't get me wrong, friend. I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family. But we have no other leads, and a deadly sin eater's still on the loose. If the lad tags along with us every step of the way, he's far more likely to end up dead or worse than to ever reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch after Tainer for the time being, get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origins along the way. Is there not more we can do? I too wish there was more we could do for the lad, but think of it this way. If we don't do something about that damn Sin Eater, who knows how many poor children will end up like Tainer. You got a point there. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's the best we can do for the boy given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. Don't worry, it's my decision and I intend to take responsibility for it. Fair enough. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. What the hell happened? Bad news, friend. Seems the two young ones got into a quarrel of sorts, and Tainer's up and run away. Seems the lad mentioned how he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a Sin Eater. Then I said, my dad was attacked by a Sin Eater, and then he turned into one himself. So I asked, what if you turn into a Sin Eater too? Tainer's face went all white. He kept saying, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" Over and over and over again. I couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, "Shut up! Just shut up! I bet you're turning into a Sin Eater already!" Why? Why did I say such a mean and nasty thing? Don't be so hard on yourself, lad. Both of you have had a rough go of it these past few days. Nobody could blame either one of you for feeling a bit on edge. This is true. But we must hurry and find Tainer before he comes to harm. Let's split up. I'll search to the west and you take the east. And be careful out there. Right. Okay. Shit, this ain't good. AoEs. That would mean... Well, first I gotta do this. Actually, no. I just remembered... Never mind. Yeah, this was the AoE one. Freeze! There we go, like that. Alright, let's do this. And then... They make it useless. I have one of these stored up, at least. This one was the AoE Thunder. Yeah, there we go. Alright, just have to get the hang of it. Again. And then... I can't remember which one was... I think it's Fire 2, isn't it? Or High Fire 2. Probably. Fire 4. Of course, the even-numbered ones are AoEs. I gotta remember that. Never mind. Doesn't quite work that way. I just died. I think when it comes to Thunder, it works that way, but it's not as simple with Fire, it seems, because that one only hit one guy. I guess it's just Fire 2 then. When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst, but I see that you have everything under control. You okay, lad? Eh, more or less. I'm good. Forgive me. I don't deserve this kindness. Oh, don't sweat it, kid. I was just so scared. I was worried about what would become of me if I never recovered my memories, and then I started thinking, what if I ended up like that boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? That's one matter you needn't worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning into a Sin Eater than Leon or me. Is that so? That's good to hear. But I must apologize to that boy. I should have known better than to badger him about such things. Especially after what happened to his father. Funny thing, that. He was saying the same thing about you. You both have good hearts, lad. And you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. Terry's a good guy. There is still so much I do not understand about this world. Why does no one here know of me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days? Why? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something. Anything. I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone. Now it's your turn, Tainer. And do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. Your command of magic is the equal of my own. If I can succeed, there is no reason why you cannot. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nilebert. I shall try my best. What? How are they the same age here? The hell is going on? Wicked, what? Are you alright, Leon? Yeah, I just need some Adderall. I remember now. I was standing here on these blighted plains, my head hung low in shame. Then Nilebert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. Nilebert, why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this god-forsaken place. God's forsaken place, I mean. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can't get to the bottom of this. Okay. We have much to discuss, but first we should let the two boys make their peace. Yes. I do hope you'll forgive me. Painter! Are you alright? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Forgive me for reacting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go live in the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit? I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. Oh, that's cute. They made up. Wasn't I just talking about that in the previous role quest line? I knew that you two would work things out. Now let us return to Mordsuk. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. Hmm? I cannot help but feel I also made a promise to that boy in my memories. Nilebert, was it? As I saw it, first you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of tainted memories had returned. What in the world happened out there? That was kind of weird, that he got back some of his memories when I looked into them. That's never happened before as far as we know. I don't know what's going on there, but... The power to look into the past, eh? And you're certain that what Leon described matches up with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break this to you, lad, but your friend Nilebert that was with you that day, he's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those gods-damned warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, that means that what you saw took place over 100 years ago. Would that it were just a coincidence, another boy with the same name. But no, judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more, about Nilebert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nilebert and myself were the two they chose. You can't be serious! And yet that would explain the Sin Eater's ability to summon those damned hollows. And if you possess the same knowledge and training as Nilebert did, it would also explain why you were able to survive in there all that time. But what I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? I cannot say for sure, and yet my memories, they are slowly coming back to me. In time, I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could. But don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Leon and I will see that you're safe. That you're still safe or something, I think he said. Leon's like, what? You're volunteering me? I thought Tainer was just a victim of the Sea Eater. To think he was actually friends with the man himself. Or back when he was still a man. This can't be simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe and not let him out of our sight. Okay. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. I'm not so heartless as to kick the poor lad aside before he's figured matters out. You're a good man, Zarig. I said it before. I'm with you, buddy. But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Tainer's memories to come back to him. That is to say, if it's alright with you, lad? I'm so sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. Look, lad, I've only known you a short while, but I can tell you have a good heart and a good head on your shoulders. Not be too fast here. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this. No more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Leon? Yep, I'm in full agreement. Really? I'm just kidding. That was fucked up. I see. He's a good kid. I don't mind having him around. Thank you, Zarig. Thank you, Leon. I will aid your quest in whatever way I can. Now that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad. You and Zarig have shown me no end of kindness. I will do all in my power to recover my memories and return the favor in whatever way I can. Take it easy, alright? Nalbert's lament. Or lament, sorry. Good news, friend. Tainer here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad. What is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Nalbert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Nilebert and I were chosen to participate in the research. Holy shit, what the hell? You're just kids! Summoning great beasts from beyond our world? You're a mage, Leon. Is that even possible? Perhaps he speaks of Void Scent, because if so, yeah. You can do that. In fact, as a Reaper, that's basically what we're doing. Void Scent? Never heard of them, but I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, eh? And yet, I don't understand. Why ever would they use two young boys for such a dangerous experiment? That's what I want to know. The beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power. And so our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Excuse me. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes that they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded. Wow, so they started treating people like cattle and just breeding them with whoever, would bring about the best results, on a probabilistic sense, I guess. In a probabilistic sense. genetically speaking. Interesting. And so you were born, and Nilebert. Indeed. From even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. How the hell do you teach that to a baby that can't even talk? How's that even possible? We practiced these spells day after day, night after night for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. Damn! It's almost like what happened at the top of the Crystal Tower during the Crystal Raid series. The Crystal Tower Raid series, sorry. When the Cloud of Darkness, pulled people through that black hole or whatever. Same thing, really. Same place. There I remained trapped, alone and adrift in that empty void, until Leon called me back to this world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. Hey, I'm curious, did you meet anyone named Doga Nune in there? Are they still alive? Copium? That's the one thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it that you have not aged even a whit? I cannot say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If it is true that the rift exists outside of our concept of time, then it is all too possible that even seconds spent in that empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world. And so you've returned to us just as you were that day, even while over a century has passed for the rest of us. I mean, yeah. In the source, only maybe a year at most, if that. Not even, probably. They never really imply how much time passes. And over a century happened here, so not far-fetched. Of course, Sarek doesn't know that, though, but why didn't Nilebert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Nilebert lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not, I have good news to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantations needed to summon and manipulate the hollows. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I just might be able to seal up the hollows Gronesis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? I mean, I'm not going to complain. Oh, now that's music to my ears. But let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use this magic, there were some complications, to say the least. It's true. Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Gronesis in earnest. Let us meet outside the village, where Tainer can test out his magic safe from harm. What's that sound? Can't tell if it's coming from the damn game or outside. Ever wonder what the world looked like in those days before the flood? I suppose we could ask the boy. Actually, yeah. This is all completely new to him. Tainer? Wicked White! You did it, lad! Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I will need further training before I can face... Uh-oh. Oh! He's incredibly close to us. Oh, shit! Phronesis! Where in the hell did that bastard come from? Shit, we gotta run. Damn it all! I'm too close! I can feel it pulling me in! Shit. No! Albert! These are my friends! You mustn't hurt them! Shit, he pushed it back. Or at least made it smaller, it seems. This isn't good. The cave-in's completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We have no recourse but to press on without our companions. Shit. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead? Ha! Spare me your japes. You've no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep. Bah! I told you that splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Renda Ray were here, this second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. Now, Silva. Let's not forget who our true foe is here. Lemmet, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease? According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began. Its very presence sucking the mountain dry of its ether. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies. Trust me. Then I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey! Where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself clever, do you? You've uncommon confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid? Answer me this. Why is it you are so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty? Why indeed? It'll last. We know this. At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we all get crushed, we'd best be moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. And so I have a proposal. Let's say we band together until our battle here is won. The tremors grow stronger. No doubt a cave-in is imminent. Let us vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Till the battle is won, then. After that, I go my own way. Relive Nilebert and Ardbert's initial adventure. Your aid is most welcome, Nilebert. Let us make short work of the beast, and take our leave of this place while we still can. Indeed. Alright. Doesn't the song and this location reminds you of a little something, doesn't it? From Realm Reborn? They come! First, we will draw our first attack. Open up as a Ronkin player, why not? Simple enough. It would seem we're not the only ones stuck in here, eh? I have a bad feeling about this. The leftmost one is mine. Silva, you take its friend on the right. Consider it done. How about you, fiends? Wait, I could do this first. And just keep spamming this and leave the flare at the end. Is there a minimum requirement for flare though? I don't know that. What's this? It leads deeper within. We really should have asked for a map. Now that it had been... Not that it had been much use after all the cave-ins. A Trudon. Well, aren't you a big boy? This is reminding me how to do it. Holy shit! Silva, Nilebird needs your help. Understood. Jesus Christ, I did not see that coming. Alright, back to it. Thought it was dead. Still think you could have managed on your own, mage? Perhaps it would have been more of a struggle than I expected. Ha! You'd be dead right now. Yep. It's like we're making our way through Copperbell Mines right now. The good old days, right? The good old days. That's him. He's the one who drinks of the mine's ether. Alright, let's put this oversized bull out to pasture. Silva? Lamet, Nilebert, with me. My magics are yours, for now. I will take the front. The battle is on. Alright, I'll stand over here, I guess. Hell, okay, I didn't know how much range I was gonna have, so I got a little freaked out there. Summons others like a tilt? We should dispatch the small fry and quickly. Leave it to me. What are you gonna do? God, this one looks like trouble. That should do it, Silva. It's there. Die, you piece of shit! That did a number on him, didn't it? Another earthquake? It's still Jill. Wonder why he's the only one who gets to use a limit break. Our foe's up to something. Stand back, my friends. On my side. I'll heal your wounds. Thank you for that. That was a close one. Indeed it was. Take cover behind the rocks. You don't want to bear the full brunt of it. Jesus. Nope. A slide path. Like a G. Sense unholy power. Get behind me, friends! Quickly! Take these fucker down. Take that, you prick. Oh god, it did nothing. He had invincibility. Silver, are you alright? Damn it, we can't keep this up much longer. Strike with all of your strength! He has to lose his vulnerability thing. Well, at least it let me use it again. Falling star. Jesus. Guess I used it too early. Good thing the game's forgiving. We've done it. Now to find ourselves a way out. The tremors continue? But why? The fiend has been vanquished and its ether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. Ah yes. The crystal courses with nigh inconceivable power. A vast wellspring of ether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature drawn here by the stone. As was I. You had no interest in the bounty all along. The stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it, this precious relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend? You mean to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. There's no time. What can we do? Taylor, my friend. Damn it all! Tremors have stopped. Taylor, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as I walk this earth, I shall never, never give up hope. That's how he got his crystal and his blessing from Heidelin. It was only after they perform a heroic deed, just like me. At the very beginning of Realm Reborn. You get your first crystal as a warrior of light. You receive her blessing. The stone was yours to do with as you pleased, and still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us. Let us join you in your search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. Silva over there with the revealing-ass top. I think it's a level 20? I can't remember. I think it's lower than that. It's like level 10 or 15. So, what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows? Before you know it, just might stumble upon a way to rescue your retainer. I would like that very much. She's quite well endowed, isn't she? Again with that smirk of hers, though. Every time. Like she knew all of this was gonna happen. Or was hoping that it would. Them finding their crystals, I mean, you know? We've seen it in every flashback. Hainer, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words. For as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today I find myself in the company of new companions. And for now I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. The theme of camaraderie is very strong amongst all these role quests, as it should be. It's about Ardford and his companions and their adventures together. Leon, are you alright? More or less. Worry not, Chronesis is long gone. I lost a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tainer's spell and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mordsook before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. Okay. Sure thing. Could it be that Nalbert came back for me? If he's anything like the other cardinal virtues, I think I'm starting to see why he's constantly summoning black holes like that. You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly sin eater in plain sight. Let me guess, you had another one of your visions, didn't you? Yeah. White Aikman. So that's how Nilebert and Artbert met up. This goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Yeah. Thank goodness for that. It'd be really cut sometimes. Now let's see if I have this straight. Nilebert made it his life's mission to save Tainer here. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. Yet in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause to save the lives of the countless innocents who called the mountain home. And so did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. But yeah, that's why I got his first crystal. So that's why he came back to this place. Why he still summons the hollows as he did so many years ago. Dude. I've never had so many urges to sneeze back to back. Like, what the fuck? Aye, there can be no doubting it. Even now that he's become a sin eater, bereft of memory, reason, and any sense of his own actions, the ghastly shell of what was once Nilebert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole idea of sin eaters and warriors of light, it was all so new to me. Even as the pieces came together, I could not truly believe that Nilebert and this Chronesis were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing out there in the wastes, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend, a friend who had been searching for me for all these years. At last, I know what I must do. I must stop Chronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace. Together, we can do this. I'm with you, little buddy. Thank you, my friends. In the battle, I was able to push Chronesis' hollow away from Sereg, if only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can learn to close him up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I've no reason to doubt you. If you're game, so are we. Finally, some cause for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can say Phronesis. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summoned the Sin Eater to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Leon and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. Yeah. I was just talking with Sarek when I had a thought. If Nilbert's regrets truly live on inside Phronesis, might I not be able to reach him somehow? To convince him to leave us in peace? It's a good question. The words had barely left my mouth when he shot me a glare that pierced me like a dagger. Expect reason or mercy from a sin-eater, and it will be the death of you, he said. Though it may have the form of a man, its mind is that of a beast that lives only to feed on our flesh. It would seem I was a bit too idealistic. Clearly, I still have much to learn about this world. Yeah, doesn't work that way. Also, I didn't say anything sooner because I didn't really... Look at this! It's a full pink, like, color scheme for, like, everything. You know? The chocobo, the outfit, the hair color, even Carbuncle over there. Milady, have a safe trip. Painter's Training Day. Weigh your witnesses, Jake. Weigh your witnesses. That look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you have gained much strength since last we met. You'll be pleased to hear that Tainer has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there is one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. But simply, the boy lacks experience in battle. He does. To work the magic necessary to seal up the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Phronesis is my first, I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wilds, that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Amarane. Were we to encounter Phronesis before we are fully prepared, the results could be disastrous. Good thing he only appears here. And so I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. Sure. Like how not to be an optimal black mage? Yeah. Excellent! Now let us make for Lakeland. The beasts in the forest of the Lost Shepherd should provide a fair challenge for the lad. Well, we're gonna have to fight again. Let me review. A little bit, at least. So, one target error. Doesn't even say. But it is probably a single target. Fair enough. This is also... Yep. Fire 2 is the only one then. Target and all enemies nearby. 1. All enemies nearby. Was it 4? Just 1. Okay. Ah, fair enough. So much to fucking look at. If I tried to review everything, we'd be here for another hour. Amarane. Crystarium it is. This outfit was a gift from Sarek. Do you think it suits me? Yeah, actually it kinda does. Cute outfit. He looks like a little black mage. I like it. Ah, there he is. Now, shall we get down to... Does something matter? How do you like my new clothes, Leon? Not only are they stylish, why, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Sarek. Isn't he the best? It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. Good idea giving him caster clothes, yeah. But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Leon, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boy, showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all on his own, now can we? So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Tainer, watch carefully and let Leon show you how it's done. Or how it's not done, but yeah, we'll go with that. It is an honor to learn from you, Leon. I promise I will not take my eyes off you for even a moment. If he were an aspiring archer, I'd gladly show him the ropes myself. But I fear I'm out of my league when it comes to magic. Go hunt down one of the Wolverines and show the boy how it's done. Yeah, I guess, You could probably show Lou Reek a thing or two. Ha! Got him! Anyway. I don't mean that Wolverine. I mean the one that's about to spawn right fucking here. There he is. Alright, let's do this. Where's the button for it? There it is. Okay. Start this over again, because I'm off on the wrong foot. Exactly. That restores it. Okay. Good enough for now, I guess. I'm missing something though. I think it was Blizzard 4. Yes! The 3 Umbral Hearts. I think that was it. Unless this is... Nope, yeah. That was it. So you do have to use Blizzard 4. Okay. And then that lets you... Okay. It's slowly coming back to me, but it's, again, things are a little different being at level 90 now. Nice work, friend. If you have any further advice for the boy, pray share it with him. That was incredible! The sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next. Everything! But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Casting your spells in proper sequence is the key. Which I'm failing to do right now because of the fact that, you know, I kind of forgot everything. Ah, but of course. Thank you, Leon. I will endeavor to put everything I have learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing. Oh shit, here we go. Go get him, kid. Drat! Where do I... No, that's not... Curses! Just stay still so I can hit you already. Sounds like me earlier, doesn't it? I was like, wait, no, that's not the right one. Oh, fuck! Steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus. That does happen a lot as a caster. Right. Focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? Oh, that's smart. Gah, I've seen enough of this. He's like, I gotta go save that kid. He's gonna get himself killed. These little battle sound effects. Comedic fight sounds. That was me trying to learn Black Mage way back then, too. Back in the days. Literally, you're focusing on your cast bar, the sequence you have to go in, but then there's AoEs throwing you off, making you have to move, and then you start getting flustered, and yeah, that's pretty accurate. That is pretty accurate to when you first start to learn a class like this. Forgive me, friend. I was beginning to fear for the boy's dignity, if not his life. Poor Tainer, man. Oh dear. That didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. I thought it would be a simple enough task to follow Leon's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice. Indeed. It is not the strength of your magic that is the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What did you think, Leon? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me? I want to say both, but yeah, you simply need more practice, that's all. Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. This time will go better, I promise you. Go for it, little buddy. Here we go again. We're over here terrorizing Wolverines. Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. Trying to convince himself not to step in. Oh my god! He did it! I did it! The battle is won!
Ooh.
Now that's how you wallop a Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory. You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Leon here to show me the way. You have my thanks. I realized this was a missed opportunity. I forgot I had the sound effect. I could have been playing this while they were doing that whole fight sequence off screen. And then when he got his ass kicked at the end of the first one, that would have been good, but it didn't come to me. Oh well, missed opportunities. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you've learned becomes second nature. Just picturing it still makes me laugh, though. Now, are you ready? The boy fights with awareness and composure. I do believe he's earned himself a respite, and some more worthy opponents next time around. Okay. That was rather more difficult than I expected. And yet, thanks to you and Sarek, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. I have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time you find a more worthy pro. Or, the fuck, that came out all wrong. I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let us return to Mordsuk and plot our next course of action. You ever shot a cop in the back before, Jake? You know what that gets you? The gas chamber. You know what the gas chamber smells like? Pine oil. That's right, Jake, you're going to pine oil heaven. Gotta love training day. I think it went something like that. Oh hey, Carnage Tyrant. Hope you're having a good evening. Happy to have you. Welcome to the stream. Pretty late for me, I'm going to bed soon, but yeah, welcome anyway. Okay, I gotta close this. I don't need this open anymore. There. Whew. I must say, that training session was most exhilarating. There's nothing quite like the feeling of vanquishing fearsome foes and gaining confidence with every thrilling victory. Yeah, telling me. Dude looks sinister as fuck. Anyway. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Leon. Hells, I dare say old Sarek here could learn a thing or two from you. You taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it is just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis. It's a shit ton of emotes. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory. Go for it, kid. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was, before his time beyond the rift stole from him his memories and his spirit. Well, at least he's getting him back now, right? And he didn't age, so he didn't lose his childhood. He devotes himself to his training that he might help dispel Phronesis and bring his friend a measure of salvation. There's no telling what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Tainer's sake, and for the sake of those who call Amarang home, we must triumph in this battle. Agreed. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. Jake! Okay, that's my last training day reference. Sorry. A tearful reunion. Right in the nick of time. I gotta go soon. Well, look who's back. Looking more imposing than ever, I might add. You'll be pleased to know that Tainer's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I fail. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him. Go and find him and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, won't you? Sure. Hey, Tainer. You feeling blue? What's going on? Oh, hello there, Leon. Is there something I can do for you? Sarek was worried about me, you say? That is... kind of him. I assure you I'm completely fine. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have both returned. I am finally ready to face my old friend in battle. And it is all because of you. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me. A fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phronesis, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle and you or Sarek suffered the same fate as Nilebert, the only three friends I have known in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? And this thought, it shakes me to my very core. If you falter, we will be there for you. You are right. I mustn't forget that I have two strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself, and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. You got this, little buddy. We're with you. We got your back. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nilebert find peace, but that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Sereg for all you have given me. Not only did the two of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is done, you will leave this place. You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I will not hold you back or stand in your way. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all three of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Tainer. You can do this. Sorry. Perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Sereg that I'm ready. You know, funny enough, I don't know why it reminds me of this, but everything you just talked about. Yeah, it reminds me of the fact that I think out of all the role quests and final quest battles, this was the first and only one I think I beat on the first try. The one coming up. I say that it's kind of funny and ironic because even back then, Black Mage was still the hardest job class / role for me to play. And yet, it was the one where I actually beat it on the first try. I'll have to go back and look at those videos again, but I'm pretty sure it was. I asked Sereg what he intends to do after the battle is over, but he just scowled and told me to focus on the task at hand. Do you think he's feeling sad about us splitting up too? Or, don't tell him I said this, of course. I won't. You're finally back, I see. I was starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis? I am. Let us put an end to this nightmare and set Nilebert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. Alright. The plan is to lure Phronesis to us by the same method as last time. We will venture to the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Tainer will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space where we will have complete freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you are ready, let us away at once. Excuse me. What's funny about this is also the fact that this is an area we can't access yet in MSQ, so minor spoilers, I guess. But I was more afraid of losing this battle in particular because of Nilebert's power, or rather Phronesis. Being able to summon black holes, I was like, I don't want to die like that. I was like legitimately a little scared to fight Phronesis because I didn't want to die getting sucked into a black hole, you know? Maybe that pressure was enough to, I don't know. Usually I don't act well under pressure, but somehow it was enough to spur me into surviving this the first time through. Let's hope I have the same luck this time, right? I couldn't be more proud of how much Tainer has grown since we first met him. Why, he's like the son I never... Enough chit-chat, eh? We have a battle to fight! He just let his true feelings show. Got him. I am ready. Let us begin. Let's do it. Over there. It's him. He sensed the power and he came. Yes. I knew you would come. Well, I guess I won't be needing this anymore. Give it up, Nilebert. My spells are more than a match for your own. These are my friends, and I will not let you take them. Do you hear me now, Bert? Your long nightmare, and ours, shall end this day. It's on now. Oh shit. Here we go. Best quest battle music again. As always. Leave the hollow to me and concentrate your attacks on our foe. There we go. You heard the boy. It's time to show this bastard what we've got. Be wary, friends. He means to summon a hollow. Keep a wide berth, friend, lest you get drawn into the void. Yeah, I got you. Too far. Too far. There's a range limit. I've done it! The hollow is sealed! Good work, boy. Now stand back and save your strength. Our foe got more tricks up his sleeve, no doubt. Look out! Here comes another one! Leave it to me, friends. Shit, he's summoning a lot of them. Wait a minute. I'm forgetting something. Watch out! Hurry to Serrick side or you'll bear the full brunt of his magic. I'm here. I am forgetting something. The bastard's trying to take us out in one fell swoop. Move away from me, quickly! Jesus Christ. I'm used to Doritos being stack-ups, not spread out. I've done it. The hollow is... Damn it! Are you alright, boy? I don't think he is. Astral Fire grants 5-4. Fire 4. Ban the shit out of it. And then... Fuck. Oh my god. Good gods. What would you... What? Would you look at this one? Wait, perhaps we could use the hollow to our advantage. Oh, I see. I see what to do. Oh, for fuck's sake! Come on. There, that one's gone. Now this one. Shit, I forgot to use lightning first. God damn it. Wicked White, the bastard's still going. Tainer, how do you fare? I am fine. Leave the hollows to... He can't even... To me? He can't even get it out! If even the empty shell of his body can work these magics, I shudder to think of the powers Nilebert commanded when he still lived. Yeah? too afraid of losing it. I'm sorry, my friends. I can summon no more of my strength. Rest, man, you've earned it. The boy has given us all he can. It falls to us to end this fight. With pleasure. That one's closer. Come on, get in there, get in there! You little shit. Okay. This is not a good arrangement. The Sin Eater's strength wanes. We mustn't let up the attack. Does he mean to cut off our escape route? Again? Escape route? I'm fighting to the death? What the hell you're talking about? I get what he means though. That is what he meant. Fucking die! Damn it. Trying to get it one last cast and I couldn't do it. Fuck you. Thank God I remembered the basics right at the last minute. Jesus Christ. The basics. Never even used triple cast. I just remembered I had it. Barely remembered I had it right now. At least the previous quest battles up to this point were a good refresher. A good warm-up. Forgive me, Tainer. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way. Any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet, in the end, it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone and used its powers to rescue you as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sunk into the depths of despair and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself, when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic a fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I knew is nothing compared to what you suffered, what you still suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in a cold, dark void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. That's not true, Nilebert! I'm right here! They can never see us, or hear us. They're always just kind of talking to themselves. It's a monologue or a soliloquy, really. And yet, even if you despise me with every fiber of your being, even still I would give anything to see you just one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. It would all be worth it, just for the chance to say, I am sorry. Stop it, Nilebert! Please, stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, your very humanity ripped from you, still, for all these years, you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was Leon here who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided him to me. That's true, actually, yeah. When he made that black hole was Phronesis. That's how I saved him. You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You need worry about me no longer. So please, rest peacefully. It's like a role reversal. Now Tainer takes his place. Becomes the new Black Mage hero in his stead. A new Warrior of Light. The passing of the torch. That's been the theme all along. It wasn't already obvious. There it is. Branson basically inherited, Brandon's Blue Reek, inherited I almost said Andrea, that was a Sin Eater. Renderay, basically. Took up her mantle and so on and so forth, basically. These guys are all basically going to be the successors of the old Warriors of Light. Call me crazy, but damned if the boy's words didn't actually get through to him. Maybe they did. I think in the end, they actually could hear us. But only after they finished getting, their weight off their chests. It's over. At last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that the Nilebird we saw was just a memory. A reflection from the crystal. That my friend truly passed years and years ago. Yet, even if those words will never reach Nilebird, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today. This is a lot like what we learned about, from... I forgot the kid's name. Our other half, besides Frey, from the Stormblood job quest for Dark Knight. When, the kid was allowing people to see the, basically, manifestations of their passed away loved ones. So they could say goodbye to them or something. Try and give them some happiness. Some of them knew that it wasn't really them, their loved ones who passed away. But they still felt comfort in being able to say goodbye to some kind of projection of them. Good stuff. But we should be getting back to town before any more Sin Eaters take notice of us, yes? I'll say. After that battle, I could use a rest. And I reckon Leon here could as well. Shall we head back to Mordsu? Yeah. Yeah, what was the kid's name? I forgot. Guess he didn't leave as big of an impression as Frey, huh? Hold on, what am I doing? Still, they're both a part of me. Cherish them equally. One of them is my conscience and the other one my dark side, and I like it. In the end, they're all just me, though. I guess when I look at it that way, the name isn't that important anymore. Just another part of me. We did what we had to do. I have no regrets. Yeah, pretty much. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, I'm happy to report that tales of our triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. Oh yeah? What's that? My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nilebert has found peace, and I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day I thank the gods for having brought us together. I was about to say that. The feeling's mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side. Yep. It's been fun. So tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Leon have trained me well, and I am quite confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I'd think those were the words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Leon's permission. Leon here's permission. It's just... excuse me, it's just a thought I had, but... what say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Tainer here? Excuse me again. I reckon he needs it more than we do, and besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. That's true, he saved our asses. But of course. I like how you can be a prick and just be like, you owe me one. I was promised a bounty. But I don't give a shit, I don't need money, I'm good. What I need is a motherfucking cough drop, holy shit. I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and future for himself. And a future for himself, he said. My friends, I could never take advantage of your kindness like that. Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brothers in arms. Yeah. Thank you, Sereg. Thank you, Leon. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I have one last proposal for you if you're keen to hear it. Oh, he's getting all serious. There's this bounty hunter I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger marks if he had a skilled mage at his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. Sereg? You could not possibly mean... Of course I'm saying it. So, what'll it be? Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes! Why, nothing would make me happier. And I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it'd be a good place to say our proper farewells. Agreed. I'll see you guys there. Well, there he goes. Guess he found himself a new partner. A new mage to help him out. I think Tainer will more than fill my shoes, as I'm still rusty as complete fuck as a caster. Though again, I give thanks that at the last second, my mind more or less remembered the basics on that last battle, and I was able to not fumble around too much. Like a fool. Like I did on the previous quest battles and everything that came before. Mostly the overworld fights. I finally remembered the most basic rotation. This, spam this, and so on. The path ahead will not be an easy one, but there is one thing I know. Where I once feared the future, now I welcome it. Thank God you don't have to do that one skill again anymore. To keep the little timer going. I forgot what it was. With Endwalker they made it so it's kind of like Dragon's Blood for Dragoon. It became a passive trait. It might be listed under there. Fuck this. Not my adventure plate. Enochian! Yes. Last time I did this when Endwalker hadn't come out yet, of course. Hadn't even been announced yet. I remember the struggle to keep up casting Enochian and then trying to keep it from disappearing. Ah, those were the days. The good old days. Ah, Leon. Glad you could join us. Tainer and I just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's keen on starting his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one. But there's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience. And so I intend to do what I can to show him the world. And keep him safe. I think you guys are going to get along just great. Or just fine. So don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'd not be averse to lending us your strength once more. Of course not. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade. You too. Stay sheltered in the shade. And we're actually in shade. I'm not really standing in it, but that's because it's moving. Yeah, I have a feeling we'll see each other again real soon. But that's all from me for now, folks. That was the last role quest, so we can get back to MSQ tomorrow, thankfully. What I need to repair? No. Nope. Ah, there we go. Right on. Oof. This New Game Plus not already ended, I can just log out. Alright, well, that's it. Like I said, it's all from me for now. Whew, well, that was fun, right? We get back to MSQ tomorrow, at least. This was a fun little distraction, I guess. And again, it gave us a lot of much-needed lore on Ardbert and his companions and their adventures here in the first, long before we came along. Good shit, good shit. Alright, folks, not much more to say. We're back to MSQ tomorrow. Back on schedule, I guess. Starting from here, actually. Yeah, we left on a bit of a cliffhanger, I remember. A level 76 quest. Our very first one, I think. Something exciting to look forward to. So with that, I bid you all, as always, thanks very much. Thank you all very much for supporting my content. I hope I've kept you entertained. As always, I make these videos mostly for myself. I want to have a little memento of my time with these games and sort of my thoughts, my unobstructed thoughts on them, which is why I'm making these videos. That's pretty much it, yeah, for the most part. And like I said, maybe one day I'll actually... I don't know yet, so I'm decided, but maybe one day I'll think about growing my Twitch channel, open up my chat and everything, and make my YouTube videos public. We'll see, we'll see. But until that time comes, I mean, most of these are already public. There's only a few that aren't. But yeah, until that time comes, thank you all very much. Thank you, Carnage Tyrant, for coming by to spend some time in person as I recorded this video. Probably gone by now, but hey, hope you enjoyed what you saw. And thank you all very much in the future, watching this on YouTube or Twitch. I appreciate the support as always. As always, I bid you all to please take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe out there, cherish your loved ones, and until next time, please have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good shit. Sorry, I'm still reminiscing on everything. Alright, see you later, everyone.